So the Flash had more test screenings, and in this current test screening iteration, there are some curious things about Ben Affleck's Batman and possibly Henry Cavill Superman, maybe? Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. So the Flash had multiple test screenings, and I've already talked about different reactions to the Flash test screenings, but because there's more test screenings, there's a lot more reveals to these test screenings in greater detail. So if you haven't caught on by now, these are spoilers for the Flash movie, so if you don't want to hear about any spoilers, please leave now. But if you're still here and you're wondering a little bit about Ben Affleck's Batman and how they will utilize Supergirl and Superman, let's find out. So overall, I'd have to say from the screenings, it's still a Flash film. Yes, there is Sasha Calle Supergirl. Yes, there's Michael Keaton as Batman. Yes, there's Ben Affleck as Batman. And there's countless other cameos as well. But for the most part, overall, it seems like the reactions are saying it's still a Flash-focused film. And instead of the Flashpoint storyline, they're actually doing an original Flash movie by taking it into the past, specifically Man of Steel past. So anyway, in this universe that the Flash lands up in, it's in a reworked Man of Steel universe, meaning we have General Zod and Foora still there, but now, instead of Henry Cavill Superman, it's Supergirl instead. But one of the interesting things that came out of the test screening, the Flash was actually there during the World Engine event in the original Man of Steel. That's right, when Henry Cavill Superman was fighting General Zod, Ben Affleck was driving around the city of Metropolis, apparently the Flash was there saving people at that same time. I don't know how long that flashback sequence is, but it is kind of cool. It's another callback to Man of Steel. And it's funny, you're saying, well, if this is a Flash-focused film, then why are you talking about Man of Steel, Superman, and Batman? Well, a lot of the talk that's coming from these reactions are all focusing on the cameos and the side characters, unfortunately. And in one of the biggest sequences that you actually see a lot of different cameos is when apparently the space-time continuum starts collapsing and the Flash starts seeing heroes from different worlds. Apparently we see a CGI'd Adam West, a Christopher Reeve, a Helen Slater, and Linda Carter. And that's kind of cool. It just makes sense. Eddie Muschietti's 48. I mean, he's only 8 years older than me. Our superheroes that we grew up with are those characters. And even though this sequence like a few seconds at best, it's kind of cool to see the original superheroes back on the screen. So this does show that Eddie Muschietti really wants to kind of tie in the old generation of DC fans along with the new generation of DC fans. And there's one character that they do mention that does pop up in that sequence is another Superman. Now this one got me wondering, apparently there's a Superman character whose face is blurred. Now they're suggesting that this is probably to introduce a new actor for that certain Superman, but I'm wondering, maybe this is them blurring out the Henry Cavill Superman surprise. Because I still go back to that one dude who was on the set of The Flash and said that Henry Cavill was back as Superman, and that he mysteriously disappeared. And just like how Ben Affleck returning as Bruce Wayne in Aquaman the Lost Kingdom was this huge secret that Jason Momoa blurted out, there could be a secret reason that Henry Cavill is actually going to be in the Flash movie. At least that's my hope in any case. So it's just me saying that the blurred out Superman doesn't necessarily mean they don't have Henry Cavill yet. It could also mean that they do have Henry Cavill and they're keeping that secret because they know the test audience reactions would definitely leak. Same goes for Black Adam, you know, maybe. Now there's one scene at the end of this movie that got everybody talking because we're all on this Ben Affleck as Batman deal. Yes, Ben Affleck shows up as Batman within the first act of the Flash movie. He's working together with Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman and the Flash, saving people, fighting crime. Apparently more of that Wonder Bat tease is happening during this sequence as well. But at the end of the movie, when we all think that Michael Keaton has taken over as the Batman role in that new universe, the last scene of the movie is Barry Allen walking into his home and notices some computer screen. All of a sudden, Ben Affleck's Batman shows up on one of them and says, "You have to save us, Barry. We've been trying to get in touch with you. We are stuck here." And not only that, but apparently in that scene, you do see the LexCorp symbol or sign in the background, which gets me wondering, what is that? What? So I know for the most part, everybody's thinking, okay, this is a different reality. There's Michael Keaton's Batman, and that computer screen is about another universe. But does that work like that? Does the multiverse work like that? That something from another universe would show up on a computer screen? Or maybe, because it's only been suggested by people that Ben Affleck is in another universe, what if it's the same universe? What if he's actually in that new universe as well as Michael Keaton, but he's disappeared because he's been taken somehow by LexCorp? And when he says, "You have to save us, Barry, we are stuck here," maybe they're not stuck in a new universe. Maybe they're stuck or taken in by LexCorp, Lex Luthor. Which is kind of interesting because the original Justice League 2 was going to have Lex Luthor and the Legion of Doom. Yes, it was more clear that in the theatrical Justice League, but it was also in the Justice League storyboards as well. Ben Affleck's Batman and Lois Lane was tracking down Lex Luthor to find out his plans. So maybe that's why Ben Affleck's Batman was missing and Michael Keaton is currently the Batman protecting Gotham City in the meantime. Now this is just me speculating why there's Ben Affleck's Batman, where he's stuck at, why he's saying we and not I, and also the LexCorp thing in the background. And this is just me being optimistic that maybe all these little things that are being found in the Flash movie during these screenings could actually mean that they're going to get into either a Crisis or Justice League 2 event that we've always wanted. And call it tinfoil or whatever, I still remember Zack Snyder teasing that final Crisis book during Thanksgiving, and it just gets me thinking maybe they are actively looking for a director to make that next movie. That Crisis event movie that maybe all of this is leading up to. Well, what do you think about these new test screening reactions for the Flash movie and all these new details? Are you in or are you out? Share your thoughts in the comments down below.